Today, I'm announcing that all Iowans will be eligible for vaccination starting Monday, April 5th.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds announcing the state is expanding COVID-19 vaccine eligibility for every adult in the state, as more than 425,000 people are fully inoculated against the virus. Hello, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. Just 2 weeks ago, Iowans with certain medical conditions got first crack at getting those vaccinations.
Now, with all adults soon to be able to get their shot, Governor Reynolds encouraging Iowans to help get life back to normal. And we have the details now in our top story at 6.
Getting vaccinated is the most important thing that each of us can do to ensure that our state's recovery from COVID-19 is both strong and sustainable. We all want life to get back to normal, for our businesses to rebound, for our high school seniors to graduate together, our church communities to gather again fully in person, and our families to be reunited. But like everything else over this past year, it will depend on all of us doing our part for the greater good.
Iowa is slated to see its allocation of COVID-19 vaccines increase in the coming weeks, which has led the governor to expand that list of Iowans who qualify.
Governor Reynolds says that the White House believes Iowa's allocation will double to 200,000 doses a week, but confirmation won't come on that until next week.
More cases of the UK COVID variant are being confirmed in Iowa. Health officials say there are 7 cases in Plymouth County. In total, the CDC says there have been more than 40 confirmed cases of the B117 in Iowa. Nebraska has reported 7 cases of the strain to date, and South Dakota has seen just 2 cases, both of which have already recovered from the virus.
After falling off considerably in recent weeks, positive COVID-19 tests are on the rise in Siouxland. Woodbury County health officials report 35 new cases in the past 24 hours. Although no new deaths have been reported, 215 Woodbury County residents have died from COVID-related illness. 12 patients tonight are currently being cared for at local hospitals due to the virus.
In Nebraska, Dakota County has mostly recently reported 45 cases. The county has recorded 68 cases over the past 2 weeks' time. And in South Dakota, Union County reports 95 active cases tonight, along with a total of 40 deaths during the pandemic. Meanwhile, Yankton County reports 73 active cases and 28 deaths.
Siouxlanders from several different cultural backgrounds were able to get a COVID-19 shot at the Mary J. Tralia House today. A nonprofit agency partnering with Siouxland District Health to offer those vaccinations. All 5 tiers of Phase 1B were eligible. The clinic targeted people who might not be comfortable attending a mass clinic because of communication concerns as a non-English speaker.
It was beneficial. We were happy to help register people, get them to come here where it's a comfortable spot. A lot of folks know of our agency, so that was really a positive for our communities.
Siouxland District Health has 3 public vaccination clinics coming up at the end of the month. These more along the lines of those mass clinics, and we have more information about those on our website right now. You can look at those details at SiouxlandProud.com as well as on the KCAU 9 News app.
Well, with those COVID-19 shots becoming available to more and more people, some Siouxlanders might still have questions about the vaccines. That's why here at KCAU 9 News, we've put together a town hall event featuring local experts to provide some answers. Submit your questions. Email us at news@kcautv.com.
That's coronavirus vaccine information right after tomorrow night's 6 o'clock newscast. You can also watch on our website, SiouxlandProud.com. Yet another pretty gloomy day, especially for St. Patrick's Day and all.
Right. We had to brighten it up here on the set, though, as you can see. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson for a look at when we might see some more sunshine. Scott?
Yes, very green in the studio here, but yeah, not a whole lot of sunshine out there. No rainbows to spot either in Siouxland today. So overall, kind of a drab St. Patrick's Day. At least it wasn't too terribly cold, with temperatures above the freezing mark for most of the map here. 37 in Sioux City was our high temperature this afternoon, 38 in Norfolk, and 34 in Storm Lake. Low temperatures tonight in the 20s and 30s, but it will be a bit breezy, so make sure that you are bundling up if you are planning to head out for St. Patrick's Day events. And it looks like the visibility is not going to be as big of an issue as the last few nights. That fog is going to be torn apart with some of those stronger winds. As we continue toward the weekend, we can expect to see some more sun, and we'll share more with you in the 9 on 9 forecast. Stay tuned. Sophie?
Thanks, Scott. A man charged in connection with a New Year's Eve shooting is requesting that he be tried as a juvenile. A lawyer for Carlos Morales says his client was 17 at the time of the shooting, and so his case should be transferred to a juvenile court. Woodbury County prosecutors do not agree, saying Morales turned 18 on January 11th. That was just 10 days after the incident, and was arrested on January 13th. A hearing on request is set for April 26th. Carlos Morales, his brother, Christopher Morales, and Anthony Bauer. All three are charged with first-degree murder in the shooting that left one woman dead and 4 others injured. All three have pled not guilty to their charges.
Well, women's basketball teams from across the country are making their way to Sioux City for the NAIA Women's Basketball Championship. And you may recall that the pandemic caused that event to abruptly shut down on day 2 just a year ago.
Like many things, KCAU 9 News reporter Mallory Smith spoke with some local businesses about the economic boost they're hoping this year's tournament will bring them. Mallory?
Restaurants, bars, and hotels all across Sioux City are thrilled to have the annual tournament back in town this year. The president of the Sioux City Chamber of Commerce tells me the tournament has been great for business in the past, and this year that boost is needed more than ever. 2021 will be the 13th year Sioux City has hosted the NAIA Women's Basketball Tournament, but Sioux City Chamber President Chris McGowan says this year is different.
The NAIA is returning to Sioux City at a really critical time. As we begin to emerge from COVID, their timing is exceptional because it's a wonderful opportunity to see people fill up our hotels, our restaurants, our bars, some of our retail establishments, and this has been something that's really been needed over the course of the last year.
The Marriott Hotel is already feeling the impact, with 2 teams and their family members staying at the hotel.
We love the economic impact, not only for the hotel, but our business partners on 4th Street. Helps us get some life back to normal.
Other downtown businesses are gearing up for an increase in foot traffic. Mac Dolan owns Work and Church Bar.
It's a good economy boost for us. We get a lot of the families, parents in here. It's not a lot of players because obviously they're under the age or they're here to compete, but the people who come to support is a huge boost to us.
Brightside Cafe has also started to see a surge.
We're actually already experiencing the rush of the NAIA coming to town, and we appreciate them coming in every year and being able to make Siouxland a home for basketball and for the whole tournament.
The tournament starts tomorrow at 1 p.m. and will take place at the Tyson Event Center. Mallory Smith, KCAU 9 News.
Thanks, Mallory. The Nebraska Civil Rights Board calls on the U.S. Commission of Civil Rights tonight, asking for schools that are not on reservations to remove Native American names, along with symbols and imagery in their school mascots. Now, the executive director of the Nebraska School Activities Association reported that across 6 districts, there are dozens of schools with Native mascots. The chairman of the Omaha tribe tells us it is cultural appropriation.
Have an understanding. They're not culturally aware of what it means to be a chief or what it means to be a warrior. There were virtues, there were understandings, there were teachings.
Tonight at 10, KCAU 9's Lydia Vasquez explains where tribal members stand on this issue further and how it could impact some Siouxland schools as a result. And while many people have hobbies or talents outside their day-to-day careers, not everybody starts a business from that kind of talent.
Indeed. Why this DJ decided to cook something up during the pandemic. I'll tell you what it is next.
And we're going to shake things up starting tomorrow. Some sunshine returning to the picture and warmer temperatures too in the 50s and 60s. We are tracking a return of some rain chances though for next week. We'll have more details on that right after the break.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson, and Sports Director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6.
Despite the presence of some more clouds and a small chance of rain by the evening. That rain looks to stick around into Monday and Tuesday. By the time that the rain wraps up, we could have substantial amounts. We're looking at between 1 and 2 inches of fresh rainfall early next week as temperatures continue to slide downward to between about 50 and 55. Another terrific picture to share with you this evening. This one comes to us from Todd Wheelock in Sioux City. A look at the Veterans Memorial Bridge at sunset, just a beauty. And if you have a great picture to share with us, just log log on to SiouxlandProud.com, go to the weather tab, and send us your photos. Tim and Sophie?
Beautiful shot, and please keep those sunny ones coming our way, especially with the weather we've had lately.
Many more to come, too, hopefully. Well, while the pandemic caused many businesses to shut down, one man went out and created a new one.
That's right, how this radio DJ's hidden talent has turned into a successful and delicious business. Next. Many people have had to get a little creative if they wanted to keep their businesses afloat, but one New York man decided to just change up his job.
Andrew Ramos talks to the radio DJ turned baker about his decision to become the cookie chemist.
It's Hot 97, your boy Hip Hop Mike in a building.
For 6 years, radio personality Hip Hop Mike built a reputation for tapping into fresh-faced artists before they became a household name. DaBaby and Megan Thee Stallion, just to name a few. With stints at Hot 97 and Station Head, the host amassed an impressive following online and kept busy. But when COVID struck, the opportunities dwindled, and it forced him to tap into a hidden sweet passion. This DJ became a baker.
I mean, who doesn't love cookies? Well, I was just doing it for fun. People would hit me up on Instagram like, how can I get your cookies? How can I get your cookies? And I'm like, I don't even know if they're my cookies. Like, I mean, anybody could make cookies.
But what makes this baker a standout, he incorporates unique ingredients like exotic limited edition snacks. Ever hear of Lady Gaga Oreos?
So I think it's just like to level up on anything, you know, especially coming from radio. I want to be the best. Why not try to be the best at making cookies? I have time. It's a pandemic.
The career pivot became a cash cow in a matter of months. And what made it sweeter, a partnership he made with Long Island pizza maker and entrepreneur Josie Giglio, who had just opened her own micro business, Josie's Pizza Bar, a mobile pop-up wood-fired oven that serves up a variety of personal pizzas with the ability to set up shop anywhere. The pizza and cookie partnership proved to be a recipe for success.
It was insane, and people were so receptive, and the response was amazing. And we haven't stopped since.
While both their cookies and pizza are available exclusively through their Instagram pages, the Cookie Chemist and Josie's Pizza Bar are planning to make pop-up appearances starting in the spring.
Couple of pretty good ideas.
Those look so good. I need a cookie now for
dinner time, too.
Yeah.
Well, sports is up next, and the Iowa men's basketball team is getting set for a first-round NCAA game.
But what exactly are the Hawks doing in the meantime? We've got the answer coming up in sports. Don't go away.
KCAU after a 5-win season the year before. Have you guys filled out your brackets?
Twice.
Really? I'm helping people with theirs. I never do my own, but I like giving my opinions and then just kind of being right. So we'll see.
Just hedge your bets.
Exactly.
Updates until tip-off, that's for sure. Thanks, Jake.
We'll check in for one final look at your forecast, where we're clearing up soon. But first, let's take you outside on this gray night from downtown Sioux City.
Feeling green today, perhaps, with the conditions outside? It's possible.
Yeah, it was
a little gloomy.
I mean, it's hard to not feel green in the studio here.
That's
We're
true.
surrounded by it.
We really are.
But yeah, it looks like we are going to have some nicer weather come back soon here. Some sunshine. Won't that be nice? High temperatures also in the 50s and 60s. So warming up pretty good here. It looks like we'll have some seasonal springtime conditions. There is a chance of rain arriving on Sunday night. That'll last through Monday and Tuesday as we cool off just a hair.
All right, thanks, Scott. Thank you for joining us. We hope you'll join us again here at 10. Until then, happy St. Patty's Day and have a great night.
Good night.